Hi guys, Joanna here, and now we are down to part 3 of me reviewing and rating 20 new and viral Middle Eastern perfumes. Today I'll be reviewing the last 7 fragrances, and I think they are very interesting. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm gonna start off with something that I was very curious about. And this is by Afnan, and this is called Souvenir Blooming Bliss. And guys, basically this is inspired by Matière Premier's vanilla powder. And what can I say? This didn't give me headache like vanilla powder. If you watch my channel, you know that I'm not a big fan of vanilla powder, as I find the ambroxan there quite heavy. Not sure actually if ambroxan is even listed, but yeah, vanilla powder, there's something about vanilla powder that is giving me headache, and Souvenir Blooming Bliss doesn't. Let me read you the notes. It has vanilla, coconut, caramel, palo santo, white musk, and sandalwood. I will say that this is like 90% close to vanilla powder. Having said that, this also has a dry coconut powder vibes plus dry vanilla and burning wood factor, hence like palo santo. The coconut in here is not creamy. I am not a big fan of vanilla powder actually, because I prefer a creamy coconut, and I just find the coconut in here dry. Anyway, this is sweetened by caramel, which is not too strong. Actually, there is a good contrast between caramel, coconut, and palo santo, and they're all like joined together by vanilla, musk, and sandalwood. I will say that amongst all dupes of vanilla powder that I've tried, as I've also had Kadlaj for Sun White. I didn't like that one because I find it as well heavy in ambroxan, and as mentioned, I didn't find the ambroxan too heavy in here, and actually I don't think it has ambroxan. There is something floral about this fragrance that I am getting in the final dry down. Okay, this starts off very vanillic and coconutty but dry. Okay, it has that burning wood scent coming from the palo santo, but not too much. I will say it is very well balanced. And then as it dries down, when I put my nose on the sprayed area, I'm getting somehow florals. I'm getting like a lily of the valley and like light jasmine. I don't know why, but I'm actually quite liking it. So to me, it's coconut, caramel, palo santo, and vanilla with a floral background that is very faint. I don't think some people will even notice it. Maybe it was just me, because I was like really trying to get any difference between this and Kadlaj for Sun White, okay? And also vanilla powder. To me, this is the best version out of the 3, but I don't think I will get a full bottle of this because I'm just not a fan of this dry coconut and palo santo vibes. It is a good fragrance, don't get me wrong, and it also performs very good. Let's say around 6 to 8 hours with strong projection during the first hour until it becomes moderate. It is a good scent. I'm gonna rate this fragrance an 8.5 out of 10, and I find it unisex, however feminine leaning. Yeah, once again, this is Afnan Souvenir Blooming Bliss. Next up is something that I've always wanted to try, but didn't have the chance. So when I saw it available in hiddensamples.com, I grabbed the sample. This is called Club de Nuit Imperial. And guys, I know a lot of you ask me about it because it is a dupe of Delina. Guys, what can I say? it is okay. It is not bad. It is very close to the Lina. Yes, I'm getting the lychee, rose, vanilla, musk, peony. Definitely the vanilla, incense, Kashmiran, and cedar. It is quite, I don't know, there's something about the opening of this that is a bit off to me. I won't say sour, it's something very striking that's kind of irritating my nose. However, the dry down though is full on Delina. If you're a fan of Delina, you might enjoy this, but in my opinion, this is not the best Delina dupe that I have ever tried. Like, to me, my Orientica, Belle Romantique, and Rose 01 by Swiss Arabian are still hands down the best Delina dupes in my humble opinion. Okay, like, I don't need a bottle of this. And if ever I have to recommend a dupe of Delina, I will say Rose 01 or Arte Bellissimo Romantique. Longevity and projection of this one is amazing. Lasts more than 8 hours and projects very, very good. And yeah, having said that, I'm gonna rate this one an 8.5 out of 10. It's because there's something about the opening of this that is quite screechy to me and annoying. Next is Yara Tous, and I've been wanting to check out this fragrance as well for so long because it is a mango scent. And what can I say? Yes, it is a mango coconut passion fruit scent with heavy jasmine and orange blossom. Very nice mango scent in my opinion. It is somehow giving me designer vibes though. So, you know, imagine that jasmine orange blossom that is very familiar with a lot of designer fragrances. This one has it. Plus coconut, mango, and passion fruit. So actually, does it ring a bell? Yes, it smells like Paco Rabanne's Fame. And also it is very similar to Zara's memorable Aura, which I have already in my collection. So even though this is a nice scent, to me, it is not that memorable, and I don't think I need a bottle of this. But all I can say is that it is a good mango, coconut, and floral scent. Very designer vibes. For example, you want to check out how this perfume will smell like, check out Zara if they still have memorable Aura, or check out Paco Rabanne's Fame. Then if you like Paco Rabanne's, then yep, get this one because to me, they are very similar. However, the memorable Aura by Zara is the most affordable one. So yeah, for example, will I get this over the memorable Aura? If ever, I think yes, because I just find this one more potent, you know. The jasmine and orange blossom here are very strong. So if you like that, then this will be great. The mango is very strong as well. To me, this is jasmine, orange blossom, and then mango, coconut, passion fruit. So it is a fruity, floral scent that has a bit of creaminess coming from coconut. Okay, just a bit, not fully. And yeah, it is a good one. Longevity and projection, I must say, is around 6 to 7 hours. It has moderate projection, and I find this fragrance feminine leaning. Yeah, once again, this is Yara Tous, 8 out of 10. Next up is a fragrance that I think is the most asked in my comments, and this is Angham by Lattafa. I have received tons of comments about Angham and Atina by Maison Alhambra. All of you are asking me which one is better. So I didn't buy a full bottle of this because I had a feeling that they will smell alike anyway, and I'm happy with my Atina bottle. So I just grabbed a sample, and what can I say? I actually sprayed them here. I have the Angham in here, and I've sprayed here my Atina. And what can I say? The only difference is the opening. I find Athena muskier in the opening. That muskiness lasts only for seconds. With Angham, I noticed this is like straight up Burberry Goddess in the opening, you know. By the way, oh my god, I didn't even read you the notes. Angham has ginger, mandarin, pink pepper, lavender, praline, cacao, jasmine, vanilla, amber, and musk. At least Angham has listed proper notes, because I remember Athena has like notes that doesn't make sense. Anyway, yes, this is definitely giving sweet and clean vanilla plus clean musk, zestiness from the ginger, plus a cacao nuance in the background, plus sweetness from praline. And I would say, yes, I'm getting that. Definitely giving Burberry Goddess vibes, okay? So yeah, if you still don't know, this is inspired by Burberry Goddess, and I will say that it is very close, but the thing is, Athena as well is very close. And if I have to recommend just one between the two, I will say Athena, even though the opening is a bit muskier, because Angham is kind of like perfect from beginning till end. Okay, however, guys, with the price, Angham costs like double or even like triple, I think, in other countries. And to me, Athena lasts longer. Angham, let's say, lasts like 1 hour less, but you know, so almost the same. It's not a big difference for me to consider buying Angham that costs double. Do you get what I mean? When it comes to dry down, they are the same. When it comes to the scent bubble, they are the same as well. And yeah, to be honest as well, bottle wise, I prefer Athena. So yeah, that's my thought about Angham. To me, they smell the same. Since they are the same in the dry down, I'll say just go for Athena. It's half of the price of Angham. Anyway, I think Lattafa and Maison Alhambra are sister companies. Go for Athena. And by the way, I'm gonna give Angham a 9 out of 10. And it is feminine leaning. Next up is Afnan's Cherry Bouquet. I was very curious about this one as well because, you know, cherry scent. Yeah, as if I need another cherry scent in my collection. But guys, I just want to give you my opinion about this. This to me is Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. That sweet, syrupy cherry that started all the hype of cherry fragrances. Plus some roses, spices like cloves, and sweet, clean vanilla. Very nice scent. I think if you're looking for a good dupe of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry from the Middle Eastern market, check out Cherry Bouquet. When it comes to longevity and projection though, I will say that it is better than Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, but it is not extremely like long lasting as well. Let's say on me, lasted around 5 to 6 hours. It is very, very similar to Kayali's Love Fest Burning Cherry, just without the incense note, I think. But in case you're wondering the type of cherry that is in here, you know, Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, if you haven't tried that one, Kayali's Love Fest Burning Cherry, yeah, they are like in the same ballpark, I will say. This is a great fragrance. However, I have a lot of cherry fragrances already in my collection to the point that I don't need to add this. Great fragrance in my opinion, and I'm gonna rate this one a 9 out of 10. Next up is called Kashan by Lattafa. This is quite a new release, I think. It has clary sage, pepper, orange, cashmeran, ambroxan, raspberry, sandalwood, vetiver, and musk. I will say that the opening of this is extremely powdery, okay? Plus the clary sage as well is quite strong in here. You know what? Actually, I noticed clary sage used in the Middle Eastern market is extremely potent. you will definitely be hit by it in the opening, especially if it's in the opening notes. Yeah, it is quite sharp, I will say. Not a fan of the opening of this. However, as it dries down, you know, it becomes spicy, woody, and fresh. It actually takes you to stages. The final dry down of this is actually woody plus sweet musk. Okay, I will say the dry down is kind of basic because the opening seems like, oh, it is something else. But yeah, the pepper actually dies down as it dries down. What takes over is sweet musk, sandalwood, and vetiver. Yeah, and you'll be basically left with that. A lot of people are comparing this with Marc Antoine Barrois. And what can I say? Yes, they are similar, but I won't say that they are dupes. I have Ensalade and I have compared them side by side. And in my opinion, Ensalade is definitely less peppery in the opening, definitely more refined and bolder. It is more aromatic, fresh as well. But you know, it is kind of aromatic that is done in a very refined, gentleman way. Yeah. So yeah, having said that, I find Kashan unisex, however, leaning a little bit more masculine, but I can imagine a woman actually rocking this fragrance. Regarding it being a dupe of Ensalade, I won't say that it is very close. This is like, I don't know, 88% to me, not even 90%, because yeah, to me, this is like a lighter version of Ensalade, also like a sweeter version. Yeah, very musky, woody in the dry down. Yeah, I wish it was more exciting. It has a moderate projection, let's say around 4 to 6 hours. I'm gonna rate Kashan 8 out of 10. Guys, and last but not the least, I can't believe I'm finishing the 20th perfume today. It's 2 a.m. in the morning. Anyway, this is Her Confession by Lattafa. And I know a lot of you are going gaga over this fragrance because it is a dupe of Blanche Bette. Okay, what can I say? Yes, it is a spot-on dupe. If you love Blanche Bette, you will definitely love it. If you hate Blanche Bette, you will hate it. Yeah, and that is actually my case. Her Confession has mystical cinnamon, tuberose, mahonial, jasmine, incense, vanilla, tonka, and musk. Basically same notes as Blanche Bette. And I am definitely getting all of those notes. I'm actually surprised that it has some signature notes from Givaudan, okay? So well done, Lattafa. Anyway, guys, if you're not familiar with Blanche Bette, it is basically a creamy, quite lactonic floral that has some incensey vibes in the background, grounded by vanilla, tonka, and musk. So basically imagine like creamy white florals. Yeah, that is the vibe with sweet vanilla and musk. Okay, I'm not talking about like clean smelling musk here. Very thick in texture, very sweet as well, and very floral, I will say. When it comes to being a dupe, I will say that this is very, very close. However, I have Lactea Divina already by Paris Corner, and that to me is wearable. Yeah, and Her Confession to me is not wearable because it has the same texture as Blanche Bette, and I didn't like that part of Blanche Bette, to be honest. I'm not a fan of Blanche Bette. If you watch my channel, you know that already. And yeah, anyway, I want to put that aside and concentrate about rating the scent and performance of this perfume. So I will say that I am still gonna give this fragrance a 9 out of 10, even though it is not my personal favorite, okay? Because it doesn't sit well on my skin. When it comes to longevity and projection, guys, actually this is my scent of the day. We went to the mall in the afternoon and I was smelling myself the whole time until now. Yeah, so having said that, it is long lasting, okay? However, I find Lactea Divina longer lasting. So if ever I have to recommend like a best dupe for Blanche Bette, I'm gonna go for Lactea Divina by Paris Corner. Yeah. Anyway, Her Confession is feminine leaning in my opinion, and yeah, 9 out of 10. So that is the video for today, guys. Those are my thoughts and opinions about this new and hype Middle Eastern perfumes. And yeah, actually, I realized that I only gave one 10 out of 10 out of these 20 perfumes. And I gave it to Nayel Queen. I just find the quality of this fragrance quite superior than the rest, okay? So for me, even though I'm not gonna get a full bottle of this, okay, because I have Rifa Cut already, I don't need another one, but I feel like this is better. So in case you haven't watched the other two videos, I'm gonna pop them on the screen so you can binge watch it. Once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed watching this series, and I hope that it helped you decide in getting some fragrances. And yeah, see you on my next one, guys. Bye.